You're on.
Okay, hi, my name is Angelita, and I'm going to talk to you about current laws about organ donation and why the American government should implement an opt-out organ donation system. In the current organ donation system, according to DonateLife.com, a person must first put their name on a donation registry in order to consent to having their organs and tissues made available upon death. In an opt-out system, where if it were to be put in place, well, in other words, when a patient dies and still has viable organs to be donated, it's presumed by law that they are organ donors. This would end up increasing the number of donations, remove the amount of people on the wait list, causing less people to die waiting for an organ, and it won't allow viable organs to go to waste. But if in any case the patient or their next of kin decides that they would like to keep their organs for any certain reason, the hospital will still have to ask them if they would like to continue with the organ donation process, and if they don't agree with it, they can simply say they don't want to donate. But in this system, convicts, Jane Doe, John Doe, and many patients of hospitals would be able to donate their organs automatically. According to organdonor.gov, an average of 20 people die each day waiting for transplants because they can't take place because of the shortage of donated organs. Now, in a system which it is presumed that a person automatically wants to donate their organs, the donor wouldn't have to deal with the whole process of putting their name on a registry. Their family wouldn't have to deal with actually telling the hospital which organs they do want to donate. And that's a very painful task for families just dealing with the loss. And the doctors wouldn't have to be stabilizing over and over again with patients that are dying constantly because they've been on the wait list for so long. Adding a person's name to the donation registry, and then making sure a person dies with an ID, and then with making sure that all of these things come together. So a hospital's 100% sure they are a donor. It's like the chances of that happening are very slim. So chances of someone receiving their organs are even slimmer. So it's difficult enough, biologically speaking, to receive an organ that's a perfect match. Now, if you put all these other things into play, like making sure that they are a donor, making sure that their family gives consent to donate the organs, making sure that they have the ID with them, all these things come together, it makes it nearly impossible for a recipient to actually receive anything. These recipients are already fighting against factors like blood type, body size, the severity of their condition, the distance between hospitals. These are the types of factors that they have to already deal with on top of whether or not someone is willing to donate an organ. For certain donations, other more extensive factors need to be considered, such as the distance again, because, for example, thoracic organs like the heart, they have to be donated within a smaller window of time. And quite frankly, waiting for someone who is the perfect match to miraculously die down the street from you is pretty much impossible. So, in the United States, 77 people get a new organ every day, and 20 people die because they're unable to get these organs, according to wisegeek.com. But if an opt-out system were to be put into place by the government, this number would be vastly reduced, since every deceased donor has the ability to save up to 8 lives of the organs that they do have. Now, if you consider Germany and Austria, which are very similar countries, according to intraining.com, Germany has an opt-out-in system, and has only a 12% donor rate, which means the percent of people who are registered to donate. While in Austria, they have an opt-out system, and they have a 99% donor rate. To compare, the donor rate in the US is about 40%, and with another comparison, Spain also has an opt-out system, and they currently lead the world with 34.4 deceased donors per million people. So while the US is an opt-in system, they have only a 21.9, excuse me. And this number reflects the people who actually want to donate, not the people who actually do donate. Establishing an opt-out system would ultimately increase the number of organs being donated on a regular basis.